Hey guys, it's Matthias the Viking here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace an alternator. As you can see, it's with these one bolt at the top here and then one bolt at the bottom, located down here. Pretty simple, pretty easy fix. Going to show you what you'll need today. You're going to be needing obviously a socket set, and you'll need some Torx sockets and impact set, which will be ideal. Because what you need to do obviously is disconnect the battery, which is located on the Mercedes CLK on this right side, on this right panel here. So you just unclip these like so. And this is where your battery is. Battery, you have two terminals, obviously the negative and the positive. Some people take the negative off. I prefer taking just both off. It's extra safer that way, just in case. Mil socket and a ratchet. See, lefty loosey, righty tighty. And it should disconnect just like so. So that's safe now. Okay, and next thing now, remove this engine cover. Just because I find it gets in the way, and obviously you're going to be having to put all your hands down in there. So it's pretty simple. Just give that a good old pull, like so. That's off there. Same one with the right side. That's off. Just put these down somewhere safe. Just removes just like so. Oh, you don't have to be gentle with it, depending on what type of year the car is, what shape it is. You know, it should be fine. But yeah, it's pretty simple. As you can see now, we have clear access to the alternator, and we're going to have to remove the auxiliary belt here, which is on this tensioner at the bottom. And as you can see there is a 17mm socket that you'll be using to release the tensioner so the belt can basically come off. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, just because it is used by a self-tensioner. So now you can see, you can just release that there, and the belt is loose, and it comes off just like so. It's pretty easy. You just release it off the alternator, and there we go. Just push the belt over to the side. And now it's just two Torx screws, just like so. Right here, right where I showed you at the start of the video. The one at the top here, and then one at the bottom. It is an E14. It's one of these star keys. You see. And just undo these, break these off. Always do top to bottom. Make sure it comes out easy. Now the alternator is free, so you should be able to just push it off, push it downwards like so, and there you go. That's free. But now you want to do is just be careful with the wires at the back here. For these, you'll need a 13mm socket, and just for this is just a sensor switch. So you just remove the sensor switch by just pulling the sensor switch off. Check if it's in okay condition, which it is, and then just undo this via a 13mm socket. Uh-oh. And don't lose the bolt just like that. No, that should be fine. On the bolt, luckily. Yeah, you don't want to lose that. Right, next stage is a little bit tricky. I read on the forums it was a bit difficult to get out, but we've kind of worked a way out to be able to get this out. I move this water cooling pipe here and just twist it over to this side. Please make sure that your car is not brittle or not broken, because otherwise you will have to replace this pipe. But thankfully mine's still got a little bit of activity to it, so it should be fine. So what I do here is just twist the alternator around, do it in sections like so, and it should be able to come free. Just like that. And there you go. Here you have it. There's your alternator. I'm just waiting for the part, and I'll continue the video from there. So this is now the new alternator, which has just come. So now it's just a matter of just putting it back in. Obviously it's just the reverse procedure, so you want to start off with this left side like this and slowly glide it in. Don't be scared to push down. It's a bit fiddly. Alright, found out that this one's a bit of a tighter fit. So we're going to gently persuade it back onto the alloy cast there. So now I've got the bottom bolt in. Now it's just a matter of gently tapping it in to feed it through. You see, it will go just all the way through, just like so. And we'll tighten this off a little bit. So now we've got the torque screw again. And just go underneath like so. Make sure it is tightening up. We only just want this to bite a little bit really, because we still want to get the top on, so just nice and loose. It's just so it doesn't lose its place. Makes it easier enough. So like so, because you know that full well that's going to be tightened through this side here, so it should be fine. We're finding that this is a little bit too tight going up here, so I'm just going to go use my crowbar and try and just lever it a little bit to try and get it up there. But as you can see, we're still having a little bit of a trouble. So now got ourselves a little pry bar here. Just gently pairs it with the cast. You see, just gently going in. Just please be careful of this coolant box right here. There you go, she's in, like a glove. So now we're just putting this back onto the bolt on the 17mm for the tensioner pulley. And we just push down again, and the belt is now back on, like so. Check it, see if there's any slack or anything like that, and it should be fine. So this is how it sits. See, as it sits through the crank pulley, goes right around the crank pulley, over through the tensioner, over through the passive water pump, to the alternator, and then back to the power steering pump. It's all pretty simple, pretty easy job to do. Anyone can do this really. Now it's just a matter of just tightening the battery and then seeing if we have still got the correct voltage. I'll show you how to get the voltage meter on a Mercedes CLK 2004 and anything that is prior to this, but the later models, they had a different setting for them. Right, now we want to get into this menu where we show our temperature gauge. Make sure the key is to position 1, so I'll do it for you again. Just like so, position 1, and then tap the reset button 3 times. And it'll tell you your voltage on your battery. And it should read about 14 when I start it up. And there you go. She's up to 14.2 volts. So now you know that she is running perfectly fine. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again.